Hey everyone, and welcome to Pursuit of Wisdom, your space for connecting big ideas with real life. Here, we dive into the timeless questions of philosophy, history, and human thought to find answers. Join me on this pursuit of wisdom. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a step on our journey together. Thanks for watching. Have you ever felt like you're stuck on a hamster wheel? You achieve a goal, feel a brief moment of satisfaction, and then immediately, a new desire pops up, and you're back to striving. If that sounds familiar, you've just experienced what the 19th century philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer spent his life trying to understand. He famously said, "Life swings like a pendulum between pain and boredom." It's a pretty bleak statement, right? But it gets to the heart of his entire philosophy. So, who was this man, often called the ultimate pessimist? And why do his ideas still resonate so powerfully in our modern fast-paced world? Let's dive in. Arthur Schopenhauer was born in 1788 in what is now Gdańsk, Poland. He came from a wealthy merchant family, so you might think he had it easy. But from a young age, he saw the world differently. While others around him chased success and wealth, Schopenhauer saw a constant, exhausting struggle. This observation became the foundation of his life's work, to figure out why human existence feels so restless, so unsatisfying, and so often, so full of suffering. To understand Schopenhauer, you have to grasp his central idea, the will. Now when he talks about the will, he doesn't mean your personal willpower, like the drive to finish a marathon or quit a bad habit. For Schopenhauer, the will is something much bigger, a blind, irrational, and relentless force that drives everything in the universe. Think about it this way. A plant instinctively grows towards the sunlight. An animal fights to survive and reproduce. And we humans, we are constantly driven by desires. The desire for food, for love, for recognition, for wealth. Schopenhauer argued that this single, universal force, the will, is behind it all. It's an endless, churning engine that never, ever stops. And here's the tragic part. According to him, the will can never be truly satisfied. The moment you fulfill one desire, another one immediately takes its place. You think buying that new phone will make you happy? Sure, for a day or two. Then you start wanting the next model. You think landing that dream job will solve all your problems. For a while, maybe, but soon, you'll be worrying about a promotion or a new project. This is why Schopenhauer believed happiness is so fleeting. It's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. The striving is constant, and the satisfaction is temporary. The pain comes from the constant wanting, the endless longing for things we don't have. And what happens when we run out of things to desire, even for a moment? That's when the other side of the pendulum hits. Boredom. We feel empty, directionless, and listless. Pain and boredom, the two extremes of our existence. This view earned Schopenhauer the title of the philosopher of pessimism. He wasn't afraid to say that life, for the most part, is characterized by suffering. It sounds incredibly depressing, I know. But stick with me, because Schopenhauer didn't just leave us in a state of despair. He also offered a few escape routes, ways to quiet the relentless demands of the will and find moments of peace. His first suggestion was art. Think about a time when you were completely lost in a piece of music, a stunning painting, or a powerful film. In those moments, did you worry about your bills, your to-do list, your next career move? Probably not. For that brief period, you stepped outside of yourself and your constant desires. Schopenhauer believed that when we experience art, we stop seeing things in terms of what they can do for us. We just appreciate them for what they are. We become a pure, will-less subject of knowledge. It's like hitting the pause button on that inner engine of striving. For him, music was the highest form of art because it does unrepresent the world. It expresses the very rhythm of the will itself. It speaks directly to our emotions without needing words or images, offering the most profound escape. So, next time you feel overwhelmed, try putting on your favorite album and just listening. Really listening. According to Schopenhauer, you're not just distracting yourself, you're engaging in a profound philosophical practice. But art only offers a temporary escape. What about a more lasting solution? This leads us to Schopenhauer's second, and perhaps more powerful, path to relief: compassion. He argued that if the same blind, striving will is at the core of every living being, then we are all, in a fundamental way, connected. Your suffering and my suffering stem from the very same source. When you see someone else in pain, you are essentially seeing a reflection of yourself. Recognizing this shared struggle is the foundation of all ethics. The most moral way to live, Schopenhauer said, is to practice compassion, to treat others with kindness and empathy, not out of a sense of duty, but from a deep understanding that their suffering is your suffering. He famously wrote, "Compassion is the basis of morality." This is one of the reasons he was so fascinated by Eastern philosophies, particularly Buddhism and Hinduism, which were not well known in Europe at the time. These traditions, with their emphasis on compassion, the illusion of the self, and the renunciation of desire, echoed his own conclusions. The goal wasn't to get more, but to want less. It's fascinating how Schopenhauer's ideas, once considered radical and gloomy, have influenced so many great minds. Friedrich Nietzsche, for example, started his philosophical journey as a devoted follower of Schopenhauer before eventually breaking away to forge his own path. Writers like Leo Tolstoy, Marcel Proust, and Thomas Mann were all deeply influenced by his unflinching look at the human condition. Even the father of psychoanalysis, Sigmund Freud, whose theories on the unconscious drives bear a striking resemblance to Schopenhauer's will, acknowledged his predecessor's insights. And today, Schopenhauer's philosophy feels more relevant than ever. We live in a hyper-consumerist culture that bombards us with the message that happiness is just one purchase away. Social media creates a constant cycle of comparison and desire. Our work culture often promotes endless striving as a virtue. In this context, Schopenhauer's voice cuts through the noise with a powerful reminder. He tells us that the frantic chase for external validation for more money, more likes, more achievements is a trap. It's the pendulum swinging relentlessly towards pain. True peace, he suggests, isn't found in getting everything you want. It's found in moments of stillness. It's found in losing yourself in the beauty of a sunset or a symphony. And most importantly, it's found in connecting with others through genuine kindness and compassion. So, while he may be known as the philosopher of pessimism, Schopenhauer's message isn't entirely bleak. It's a realistic diagnosis of the human condition, but it comes with a prescription for relief. He teaches us that while we can't eliminate the will, we can learn to quiet it. We can find freedom not by satisfying every desire, but by transcending desire itself. Perhaps the most hopeful takeaway from his philosophy is this: in a world that often feels chaotic and full of suffering, the most meaningful act we can perform is a simple act of kindness. By recognizing our shared humanity, we not only ease the burden of others, but we also find a profound peace for ourselves. What do you think? Is life a pendulum between pain and boredom, or is there more to it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this journey into Schopenhauer's world insightful, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the ideas that shape our world. Thanks for watching.